come mad, everyone 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 come.
Welcome to my update video on my last Another Realm response video called Another Realm vs Comedy and Satire. Now, in the description of that video, I said that even when I was done with the drama between me and Another Realm, I would have no problem with responding and criticising his journals if he attempted to ruin someone's reputation over something completely pointless, or if he just said something really fucking stupid, or overreacted over something completely fucking stupid. And today is one of those situations because after I made my video talking about how Another Realm was trying to spread false lies about someone because they made a parody of his drawing even when the parody wasn't aimed at Another Realm in any way, Another Realm decided to go into complete damage control and find any excuse to defend his actions because Another Realm constantly refuses to take any responsibility when he makes a mistake. I pointed out how he was lying in his journal about Jared, and what does he do? He makes an entire smear campaign, once again trying to spread false lies about me, to paint a false and negative picture about me and my channel, because it's much easier for him to paint this negative picture about me and smear me as some type of evil cyberbully, because that's what he does. He wants everyone who follows him to believe that everybody who targets him, and everybody who criticizes him, or anybody that mocks him in any way, are just evil cyberbullies. He also made this journal trying to defend his actions once again while going on about how I'm addicted to drama. And today I wanted to go through his response journal and just once again point out the flaws in his arguments and explain why he is wrong. Also, some of the lies in his smear journal also appear in this response journal, so I will be responding to them as well because Another Realm is clearly trying to find anything to defend his utter stupidity.
That really depends. But for some, you're damn right. If people start to disagree with me to the point of forming that I am causing problems because I know how to question and argue some unfair crap, then yes, they deserve that label.
So tell me, when did this person deserve your special hate agenda label? All he did was say that you were wrong about the vegan student and simply pointed out why he didn't like your journal. He didn't say you were the problem, he didn't insult you when he wrote that comment, but because he dared to lose respect for you, you classed him in the special hate agenda even when he didn't deserve it. You have falsely labelled people into your imaginary agenda against you because you believe they deserve it for any random reason you can find. But this isn't the worst argument that he makes against my video.
Do you even know my history? Just because you call it false because you want to doesn't make it false. I've already proven in my history that people try calling me out just by simply calling out things unfair and having my spiritual beliefs. You are clearly ignorant of my history, and you even defend some actual mistakes.
And why does your history matter in this topic? We are talking about a parody drawing, for fuck's sake. Something which has nothing to do with your history, especially when you cherry pick your history while refusing to let your followers know about the other side of your history, which I will talk about in a minute. But firstly, you don't show me any examples of people calling you out because you have spiritual beliefs and different opinions. I have seen many comments in blogs ranting about you, and it seems to be more about your attempt to silence people, your attitudes towards other people's opinions, and a list of stupid things that you have done. Nobody hates you because you have spiritual beliefs, because we don't give a shit what you choose to believe in. The reason people have a negative opinion on you is because you write articles whining and bitching about reviewers who criticise Alpha and Omega, and recently the Nut Job because they had different opinions.
I've gotten some flack from its author because he thinks I was trying to humiliate him, when essentially all I'm saying here is, I don't understand it. There's been a lot of gnashing of teeth since then, and after it was clear that neither of us were going to convince the other of what is and what isn't good criticism, I blocked him from my DeviantArt page and told him that his insults were no longer welcome on my profile. You'd think that'd be the end of it, but no. He continued to write many journals and deviations about how I suck as a reviewer and as a human being. It would appear that his new mission in life is to convince as many people as possible that I'm just that horrible.
You attempted to ruin someone's career to try and paint her as an evil cyberbully. You allegedly told someone's friend to die of a heart attack, which is actually pretty disgusting. You made false lies about me being against freedom because I made a joke. I'm going to leave links to articles and videos down below which give more reasons to why people don't like Another Realm, but overall, it has nothing to do with having spiritual beliefs or different opinions. It's just easier for you to think this way so you don't have to take any responsibility for your actions.
Anyone who criticizes him or calls him out.
There you go! You just proved why I never lied about you! Here's even more!
No, I didn't. You did lie about me, and you even fucking admitted it. Another Realm loves to spread this lie that I believe that personal insults and attacks are considered a form of criticism, which is not true. If you don't believe me, watch my videos. I never said or made out that insults, name-calling, and bullying is a form of criticism. The problem with Another Realm is that whenever I talk about people criticizing him, he just automatically assumes that I'm talking about name-calling and people attacking him. Another Realm just believes that whenever I talk about criticism, it's some type of code which says that the Dark Reindeer thinks attacking people is criticism. Whenever I talk about criticism and people having genuine criticism towards his journals, he just comes to the conclusion that I believe attacks, bullying and insults is a form of criticism, even when I never said it. I never said that insults and attacks are a form of criticism, and you know this yourself, being how you admitted that I never said this. You just believed I said it.
The addiction about me and the drama? Yeah, I know. Way to be the same guy who admitted to end the drama with a hypocritical message at the end. Now I'm just thinking, what kind of ridiculous excuse you're gonna make up to claim that somehow you are not hypocritical?
Actually, I don't have an addiction to drama. The reason I had to make it was because you were spreading false lies which could damage someone's reputation because you didn't find a joke funny. This is how pathetic you are, and I wanted to stand up for this guy because you have done the exact same thing to me. When I made my satire video about the guy obsessed with Pac-Man, just like what you did to Jared, you called me a bigot who discriminates against people with spiritual beliefs because I made a joke about someone. This isn't about drama, and my video has nothing to do with starting drama. I was defending someone over false claims that you were making about him, which you also did to me. And I also find it pretty rich how you are saying that I am addicted to drama. This is the same guy who drags people into old drama they don't want to be part of anymore because they criticised his journals or shared their experiences on my video. Another Realm is the same guy who expands and escalates any disagreement people have with him into pathetic point scoring drama. He said he was going to sue me, for fuck's sake. Another Realm constantly claims that I started the drama because I put his name in the title of my first video. But yet there are 3 problems with this claim. 1. My first video wasn't starting any drama but simply pointing out and criticising the stupidity of his fantasy journal. Secondly, no matter if I put your name in the video or not, people were still going to find out that you wrote it when they go to your journal to form their own opinions. So no matter if I put your name in the title or not, you would still accuse me of starting drama because I made a video on you. And lastly, no matter how much you disagree, mate, you were the one who started the drama with me when you wrote this blog, turning our simple disagreement into cheap point scoring, trying to paint me as a bad person. My video was simply responding to your arguments. It wasn't starting drama in any way, because you were the one who started it when you decided to turn our disagreement into cheap point scoring.
Showing a journal made by the guy does not prove your point. He could be lying.
Wait, hang on, so if Jared says he doesn't discriminate against people, we shouldn't believe him because he may be lying. But yet, when you say that I discriminate against people, when you say that Jared discriminates against people, when you make up all this false shit about people without showing any evidence, you expect people to believe you because, oh, Another Realm said so, Another Realm said it's true, so it must be true.
Firstly, I don't remember seeing that pro message. Secondly, did you even look up his history? I've seen him mock me for being otherkin out of hatred in the past. Comedy or not, this is proof that this person seriously makes fun of people being one and likes to attack other people either out of comedy or not by serious beliefs. What's your argument?
Okay. First of all, I know you think that you have got me here, but you haven't. Because these links don't prove in any way that Jared discriminates against otherkin. Because let's have a look at the definition of discrimination, shall we? The definition of discrimination is to treat a person or certain group differently, especially in a worse way from the way in which you treat other people. And what you have misunderstood here, Another Realm, is that Jared has an opinion on the idea of being an otherkin. He doesn't have a problem with people being an otherkin, and he doesn't treat them any differently from anybody else. He has told me before that he doesn't care if someone is an otherkin, and he doesn't have a problem with people holding different spiritual beliefs, and he doesn't discriminate against other people for being an otherkin. What he does believe is that there is no logical defense for the idea of an otherkin. He doesn't hate them or discriminate against them. He doesn't believe that otherkins are bad people or stupid people. He just believes in his opinion that there is no legitimacy of otherkin. An otherkin is someone who believes that they were born and have the spirit of an animal inside them. Mostly a mythological one like a unicorn, even when they clearly don't. Jared doesn't hate people or discriminate against them because they are otherkins. Having an opinion and discrimination are 2 very different things, mate, no matter how much you whine about it. You have no evidence of Jared actually discriminating against otherkin or treating them any differently than he treats other people.
Someone told me it wasn't really parody, and I'm open to that argument. It's possible it may not be a parody. Also, I wanted to use copyright only because this person didn't credit. Any other reason I would take it down is by flagging it as a separate problem. Cyberbullying.
Why does he have to give you credit when the parody work is already protected under fair use? Parodies demand some taken from the original work to be parodied, and parody work like Jared's drawing is protected under fair use. Your source of information is just a comment from someone who simply said that he stole the artwork without even understanding how fair use covers parody work. Also, this artwork is not cyberbullying. The definition of cyberbullying is the use of electronic communication to bully a person, typically by sending messages of an intimidating or threatening nature. This parody was simply a joke referencing a video game and the reputation of a certain user on the internet. It's not targeting you, it's not threatening you, it's not intimidating you, and it's not bullying you, but it's simply a harmless satire joke, using humour and irony to expose and criticise people's stupidity or vices, which this artwork was doing by using humour and irony to expose the stupidity or wwwarea's reputation on the internet, and some of the things that he's still doing to this day. Now we move on to, once again, his Satire Alpha and Omega journal, which, guess what? He's still defending.
That journal is different because it calls out real problems that are actually already causing problems. And are you seriously complaining that it isn't satire? Maybe you should look up the meaning of it again.
This is the definition of satire, which your journal doesn't fall into. This is a journal in question which is meant to be pointing out unfair criticism and real problems, being people giving unfair criticism towards Alpha and Omega. But yeah, your journal contains no criticising or exposing of any criticism people have towards the Alpha and Omega movies, but you are just using satire as an excuse to whine and bitch about people criticising it. Cherry picking the worst examples of criticism you can find, or just making it up on the spot to paint all reviewers who talk about Alpha and Omega as the same thing. Your first line has nothing to do with unfair criticism, because no reviewer has said that they are more important because they are an internet critic. This line is also not satire. This is just unfunny, sarcastic whining about people criticising Alpha and Omega, and using satire to stop people calling it out. No critic has said that they want to make the movies all about them. My satire video was able to use humour to mock the stupidity in someone's obsession with Pac-Man. You failed to use satire to mock unfair criticism because you simply turned it into a grudge match against those who hate Alpha and Omega and simply trying to score points against those who criticised it. I'm sorry mate, but this is just a case of you trying to find anything to defend your actions because you don't want to take any responsibility in them. You will never admit your mistakes but just blame everybody else around you, and when people point out your stupidity and actions, you just say that they are victim blaming. You even said at the end of this journal that it was mine and Jared's faults. Yeah, it's my fault that you are a manipulative little cyberbully who likes to spread false lies about people on the internet because you can't handle a fucking joke. You are in the wrong. You are in the wrong here. Fucking admit it and grow the fuck up.